Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we build business, create community, find freedom, and share success. It's another wonderful Wednesday, so that means it is definitely time for another Tool Time Gear review. And I got a good one for you. I got a tool this week that I had my eye on for quite a while, and Santa brought me this one as well. So hang in there, I'll be right back and we'll dig in with this review. Alright guys, real quick, if you don't mind, run by toolmantim.co and check out everything that I do. Check out my Amazon affiliate page where you'll be able to pick up any and all products that are tool related. You'll see the affiliate link in the description below. Also, yeah, check out, if you're interested, sign up for our monthly workshop newsletter. I guess that's what we call it. We sent out our inaugural one last month. So yeah, sign up for that. And if you like what I have to offer in my videos, hit the subscribe button and I'll tell you a little more about my channel at the end. Alright guys, so what I want to cover this week is my DEWALT oscillating tool. And if you say, what in the hell is an oscillating tool? You will be in good company because there's a lot of people who don't know. You guys might know, I'm sure I've told you before, but I spent the better part of a decade working at a hardware store selling tools. And one day, this big burly man come in, representing a company called Fein Tools, F-E-I-N. It was, I guess, a German name. And their company at the time, they may have changed now, was really just a one-trick pony. They sold a tool that was called an oscillating multi-tool. It was called the Fein Multimaster, and it was really cool. It blew my mind at the time. This is about a decade ago, maybe a little longer. I'd never seen anything like it. And he's like, watch this. And he turns it on, and it starts buzzing, and has this blade, and he puts it right on his arm, and it does nothing. I'm like, well, that's a useless tool. Anyway, so then he brought in this grout board sample and showed me how to chip out grout with it. And it was a tool of 1,000 uses. It was kind of like a Dremel multi-tool on steroids, but I really liked it. And then I asked him the price, and I want to say back then it was damn near $1,000 for that thing. And I thought, boy, your company's awfully proud of that product. So I politely declined and said, I don't think we have a market in this small town for it. Have a nice day. And every so often he would come back around and tout the marvelous benefits of a multi-tool. And you know, I kind of feel bad for the guy because now every single company on the planet has an oscillating tool. So I'm sure they're still in business, but they've probably had to adapt. I've never really looked since then, but for Christmas, the wife and I were walking through Lowe's. First time I may have ever been in the Lowe's, believe it or not. There's just not many in Canada. And she wanted to buy me Santa Claus wanted to buy me one last minute Christmas gift. And I really, really, really wanted to get an oscillating tool because I wanted to be able to do a better job laying laminate floor. And this is an ideal beast for undercutting door jambs, so you can just slide your laminate in there and not have to do all that nasty little trimming that just does not look very good. So I decided I wanted to get one of these beasts. Well, I haven't laid any laminate floor yet, but I've got to play with it a little bit. I needed to install a new set of taps, and I needed to undercut a little piece of the countertop because the washer and nut that went into place couldn't tighten down without cutting it out. And the old way would have been a hammer and a chisel and hopefully not break through the countertop. But with this guy, the sky was the limit. It absolutely worked. It's a little loud, so if you're in enclosed spaces, take a minute, put in some ear protection because, what's that? Did you say something? That's what you'll be doing the rest of your life. You got tinnitus and a ringing in your ear like I do because, well, yeah, just wasn't smart about it. But yes, so absolutely wear ear protection. It can be loud in an enclosed space. Out in the open, it doesn't seem to vibrate or whine quite as bad. So, what comes in the box? Well, of course, your throwaway tool bag, which I use for absolutely everything. A charger, which if you saw my review earlier in the month on the Rapid multi-battery charger, something else that I don't necessarily need, but now I have about 12 of them. Comes with my favorite small size DEWALT battery right here, that beautiful little 2 amp hour. That is the best battery that I found for size and weight compared to capacity. This is kind of my go-to for all my impact drivers, and anytime I can get a 2 amp hour battery, I'm a happy camper. So that came with it, and this is what my spade bits should have come in. Some kind of nice heavy-duty case like this. This was free, well, not free, but included with the price of the tool. Has a real nice sliding latch on it. It opens up, and it has 28 accessories in it. So it comes with a square cutting blade like that. And I haven't even played with it a whole lot yet, but a whole bunch of sanding discs, a sanding pad adapter, another square cutting head, and what else? We got a little Allen key, which we don't need, and a couple other little adapters. So it comes with enough to use it straight out of the box, which I really like. But I would say a few things about this that make it go from a 4 out of 5 to a 5 out of 5. Number one, it is built rugged. This entire thing is wrapped in rubber. It feels like you could drop it from about 20 feet and it wouldn't break. Maybe right here, but everything else on it is just a solid beast. It's a little heavy, but you want that in this. As far as the trigger, it's got 2 different pulls on it, which I think is kind of cool. So you can pull up here or pull back here, which is really nice. It has, let me show you where else. Okay, so you know I'm a geek for lighting. I buy every single flashlight. I can't walk past a flashlight without it. And I am also loving me any of these tool-mounted LED lights. And you might think, oh, I'll never need that, until you crawl underneath the countertop and need to cut out a piece up behind a sink, and you got no way to hold a flashlight there, and this guy does the trick for you. So it's really nice. It's the XR, which means it's a brushless motor, because I can't talk today. They actually said in the pamphlet that you could get up to 57% better runtime with the brushless over the old brushed. So that's something too. But honestly, I would have to say the absolute best feature, and it takes it, like I said, from being an okay tool to being a blow you out of the water tool, is this beautiful design for a keyless, toolless changeover right here. So you just pull that down. It pulls hard, and I'm done. That's it. So you see that right there? Pull that down. This sandwiches between right there and right there, snaps into place, and you're absolutely done. I'm a huge fan of any time they eliminate, when they make it a toolless blade change. When they invented that on the jigsaws, I was so happy, because I used to have to tape any little tool to the cord, and now where it's brushless, I got nowhere to store it. So I don't have to worry about it. This right here, there's no way it's coming off. That clamps that down. I mean, that takes a lot of pressure to pull that back. Feels like one of them old, those 80s things where the guys would, work on their grip. I always had other ideas on how to strengthen my grip, but that's another story. But yeah, so if you've never used a multi-tool, an oscillating tool before, this thing vibrates at thousands of vibrations per second, or strokes, or RPMs, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Now, honestly, I'd never really used one of any consequence before I had to cut that piece out. So you'd think the harder you push, the faster it would cut. Not with these. If you try to push, all it does is fetch up the blade, and it won't cut at all. Just let it do its work. Just kind of set it against the material, and it will vibrate. It's like a hot knife through butter. This cut through that MDF particle board crap that's underneath the countertop like there's no tomorrow. 4.5 stars out of 5. 4,000 reviews on Amazon, so people are absolutely happy with this beast. I paid about $230 for the entire kit, Canadian. I never looked up an American price. I'm sure it's rather comparable. Divide that by 0.7 or multiply by 0.7 and you'll get, I'm guessing it's in like the $169 to $200 range, but just check it out. And yeah, like I said, it's built like a brick shit house. It feels like it, I'm not going to test it because I really like it, and I'm not going to drop it from 10 feet, but of all my DEWALT tools, this feels like it's built almost the most rugged. So I really like that. It's got a two-way safety for whatever reason. So you get in the middle, it'll run. On either side, it latches out. And yeah, that is literally all there is to it. If you've never used an oscillating tool and you've bought every one of the cordless tools that your lineup offers, and you're like, I got some extra Amazon gift cards, or the wife got me a $100 Home Depot gift card and I really need to spend it because it's burning a hole in my pocket, and you really want a cool tool that you will find 1,000 uses for, then pick one of these beasts up. I answered a question on the Expert Council of the Survival Podcast the other day, and the guy was worried about maybe regretting buying certain tools or not buying other ones. And one thing I can tell you is you never regret buying a tool, because every time you have a tool, you always find more uses for it. I sound like my father. He says it all the time. He always told my mother, oh, I got this at Canadian Tire and it's awesome and I love it. And it's absolutely true. Once you have a tool, you find uses for it. I bought this simply to do laminate floor and ended up using it for cutting out a piece underneath the countertop. And I'll bet you I'll use it for 10 different things before I finally get another job laying laminate floor. So there's that too. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling about this incredible DEWALT tool. I love it. It definitely has the Tim the Toolman seal of approval. And if you want to pick one up, check out the links in the description below. There'll be an affiliate link there. If you buy anything on Amazon in the next 24 hours after clicking on that link, I'll get a small percentage, so thank you. And like I said, if you're new and you like the content that I offer, I have 3 videos a week here. Money Making Minute on Monday, Tool Time Gear Review on Wednesday, and Growing Your Handyman Business on Friday. And drop by the Odyssey channel. I would love it if you'd go over there and follow me as well, where I have an exclusive Saturday workshop weekend video. So, like I said, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Keep coming back. I always appreciate it. I get so excited about every single subscriber I get, and I appreciate that. So as always, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.